Hello, everyone. So let's see what we got today. Got over here. All right, it says here 15 things foreigners find super weird about Americans after visiting the US. Oh boy. Each country is unique, and has its own cultural idiosyncrasies. The US is no exception, with millions visiting the country every year. There are bound to be some surprises, big and small, for visitors from other countries. All right, let's see. What are these surprises? Return policies. Really? Shocked by how lenient stores are with their returns, many US visitors were surprised that customers did not need a reason to return a product. Apparently, buyer's remorse is an American ideal. No, we just like people have a lot of disposable income and uh, don't really plan for the future a lot, and they do impulse buying as a thing. They just buy stuff, and also stores make a lot of things in bulk, and there's a lot of problems with the product sometimes. I think false advertising is also a thing. You know, so a lot of returns. See here, the flag. Non-Americans are still trying to understand why the American flag is everywhere. It depends on the place you go, but it's not everywhere. Most houses don't have them. Most areas don't have them. I don't. Schools, homes, and businesses display the red, white, and blue. Other countries don't display their flags with such prevalence. America is a huge ass country, and most of the places don't display the flags. You just notice them because the flag, but like most places don't have the American flag just displayed all over the place. Just some people have it, and because it's so rare that it's actually noticeable. Cleanliness. Law enforcement can ticket someone for littering, shocking to many visitors. Big American cities are relatively clean, and keep them looking nice is a priority. Yes, because there's millions of people living on top of each other, so it's necessary. The place would be a dump if they didn't have this kind of rules. Expensive healthcare. Obviously, we don't have universal healthcare. Of course, it's going to be expensive. An expected trip involving a trip to the emergency room can be quite a shock to a non-American accustomed to national healthcare systems. Yeah. Yep. Yep. We have that pay to live system going on. Too much information. Americans are friendly, but sometimes they overshare. American conversations leave some tourists wide-eyed with the TMI, especially if alcohol is involved. Yeah, well, in America, like I said, big place, lots of states, big cities, lots of strangers meeting constantly. In America, we're used to strangers. Like strangers are a thing. You're just used to strangers, and people after a while, you get very comfortable with strangers, and you just share your information. Like I bet even these people that heard all this information, they're not going to remember any of those people. We don't remember these people either. These people, they share their basically their whole lives, and if you don't see them again, you'll never remember who it was. But you would tell somebody the story about what you heard, but you never know who the hell the person was that was saying it. Portion sizes and the amount of fast food available makes some travelers scratch their heads. American plates are larger than those in other countries, with more French fries on them too. Yes. Yep. Yep. That's it. Hey, lots of people, lots of food, large portions, because I think large portions just became a thing because certain places wanted to compete, like big restaurants and all those stuff. They want to compete with the fast food places that is giving you large amount of food for cheaper prices, and it became a competition thing. And then eventually, all plates have large portions of food, or people are going to complain because they're used to having a large portion of food. And the weirdest part too is that everyone eat the same portions. Everyone, like children, women, men, regardless of size, body shape. Everyone eats a huge, heaping, large portion of food, and it's not tailored to the individual. That's why people are fat. If a woman that's like 5'4" is eating as much as a man that's like 6'5", you're gonna be fat. The U.S. thinks everything is awesome. No, we don't. It's just a word that we have that you don't. Like, stop it. A word used frequently in the American lexicon puzzles visitors with their widespread use and intonation. No, it's not. Guarantee you that whatever country you're from, you have words in your lexicon that no other country has, and you use it way more often than anybody else because it's your word. It's just a consequence of having a word that no one else has. You're going to use it more frequently. Ice. From water to soda to whiskey, Americans love their ice. Other nations aren't as plentiful with the frozen substance, often serving beverages at room temperature, tepid water. Anyone? Well, first of all, like I said before, America's a big place. Lots of different seasons. Not like Europe where it's like rainy and shitty all the time. And it's going to be sunny sometimes. People going to want a cool drink. And then that's why ice became popular. Ice became popular because people wanted cool drinks during the hot days. And then it just became a thing that people want all the time. What's this one? Prices. Eating in restaurants can involve tax and a tip. Yeah. 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 The freaking the added prices can be as much as the cost of the food sometimes. Imagine it freaking, even if you're just ordering like Uber Eats or something, like just the added cost, it just doubles the price of the food. As can shopping or getting a haircut. Yeah. Volume. Americans laugh and talk at higher volumes than other countries. Again, people just get comfortable being around strangers. Visitors often wish they could adjust the volume of U.S. citizens, especially on American soil. No, well, there's just like, there's constant other noises, especially when you're in cities. It's constant other noises, and people have learned to project. And then it just became a common habit. If you're doing something all the time, it becomes a habit. And then there's just some people that are just inconsiderate and they just talk loudly for no goddamn reason, even when they're on the phone. Like they ignore everyone else around them and they're just in their own world. What is this now? Smiling. Really? Smiles can be friendly and reassuring, but they can be off-putting if not used to them. Emotional expressions like smiling have been linked to diversity. The U.S. is one of the most diverse countries in the world. Smiling is very American. I guess, man. Expensive cabs, public transit, even walking is used more prevalently for commuters than cabs. In other nations, cabs are a cheap option and used regularly to get to and from office. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got, especially in big cities, having a vehicle, it can be really inconvenient because a lot of people have them. Like I said, millions of people in one spot, lots of people have them. Sometimes people have more vehicles than they are people, and just constant traffic. So public transportation is an option. Cashless. When was the last time you needed to pay in cash? The U.S. accepts credit cards for almost any purchases, big or small. This is surprising to many travelers who came prepared on American dollars. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's just the way of currency now, where you introduce new technology, every store and every place is getting on board because they're not trying to miss out on a payment because someone didn't have cash. So now, it just becomes everywhere you go, you can pay with card. You even pay with your phone. You don't even need a card anymore. Religion. The role of religion in America is still a factor in society. Many, especially Western nations, have moved away from any religion shaping culture, but the US still has many believers. Yeah, big place. And plus, we had a very traditional system that brought up our country. Most if not all of our presidents have been religious, government workers, soldiers, like all, you know what I mean? Every facet of the American government structure have had religious people. We even have it on our freaking money, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're going to be religious. Distance. Trying to see New York City and San Francisco in 1 week via car could be challenging. No shit. Like I said, big country, many states, United States. It's freaking massive. Realizing the size of the US is a surprise to most non-American. How is that surprising? It's just, you would think most non-Americans would have a better grasp of geography than America. More from wealthy, okay, what, some downtown, okay. I guess that's the end of it. They're just going into other stuff now. Yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah. Some surprising stuff there. I didn't consider those things as something that would be shocking to other countries, but I guess it just seems like something that every country is going in the way of that now, because immigration, every country is having to deal with more people, and their population is not exactly growing because people are having more families and children. So it's all going to go the way of America. So it is what it is. Until next time.